Alright, Sabres beat the Atlanta Thrashers 6-5 in overtime. May one day call them Winnipeg. Not today, though. Man, what a night. It all started with the pregame ceremony, which I have the odd luck of ending up being in the arena when those happen. I was there for Pegula being introduced. I was there for McGillney and Jim Kelly being inducted into the Sabres Hall of Fame last year, and I was there for RJ and Howardchuk this year, and what a speech by RJ. I don't think there was a dry eye in the arena after that speech. Just unbelievable. But on to the game, and it was a weird one. Just one of those nights where the puck seemed to want to avoid every defenseman's stick and land right on every forward stick. Just a lot of weird bounces, a lot of Johnny on the spot goals. Just odd. And luckily the Sabres came out on top. I know a lot of people want to bang on Ryan Miller, and I think that often when he gives up 5 goals, that's going to be fair. I don't think it was necessarily fair last night. Really, the first 2 goals, both of them were the defense's fault. There was another goal, Bufflin's goal. Again, he was in all alone on Miller. And those 2 breakaway goals are goals that you want to see Miller stop because of the caliber of goalie he is. But at the same time, I don't know that you can fault him for not stopping them. I don't know. Maybe you can because he's supposed to be elite, but on the first one, he didn't really have time to get set up and challenge the shooter. And I think the second one might have been a little bit lacking confidence and didn't quite get as far out as he wanted to. And both of them went in, but he got the win, and he did look better as the night wore on, even though the goals didn't stop. And I started to like him again a little bit in his post-game interview. Paul Hamilton asked him about the game, and he said that after he gave up those first 2, he was like, "Oh, we're going to do this again, huh?" And made me laugh, and I think that's good. I think that over the past couple of years, he has grown from being Ryan Miller to being Ryan Miller, Vezina winner, Olympic hero, and undisputed champion of the world. And he needed a little kick in the ass, or maybe a big kick in the ass, and he got it. He got it last year early, and he got it this year. And this year, he can't blame it on injuries. He's been dealt a little bit of humility, and I think ultimately that's a good thing for him. I want back the Miller that makes jokes about giving up 5 goals and isn't bothered by anything. I want him to replace the Ryan Miller that bitches at reporters and gets snippy about the fans. That's not. Those aren't winning characteristics, I don't think. I think that's all I have to say on the game itself. Trying to think, there was one more thing. Yeah, I guess I'll move into the 3 stars, 3 black holes, since there are a few players that I kind of wanted to talk about. The 3rd star, there's really a bajillion players you can give it to. I think I'm going to give it to 2 guys, Paul Gaustad, who had a solid night, 2 assists, great assist on the Pominville goal, 15 and 5 on faceoffs, good killing penalties, just the kind of night you want to see out of Gaustad. And he can split that with Corey Tropp, who recorded his first NHL goal. And I love seeing guys get their first goal. I saw Patrick Kaleta get his first goal. I think I saw one other player, some player that didn't play a whole lot of games for us, maybe like a Paul Byron or something, get their first goal too. It's just fun to see. 2nd star, Thomas Vanek, 2 goals and the game winner. Had a very good game. I don't know that I would say that he had a great game. Certainly 5 shots on goal, almost 24 minutes of ice time, the game winner, and just an absolute bullet of a slap shot for the Sabres' 4th goal. Holy shit, that was impressive. just a good night all around for Vanek, and he can share that with Jason Pominville, who had a goal and an assist, and really set up the game winner, did the bulk of the work. And 12-2 on faceoffs. I don't know if Atlanta is just a bad faceoff team, but the Sabres crushed them. Gaustad was 15-5. Pominville was 12-2, and our first star, Derek Roy, was 13-7, and just crushed them. And more on Derek Roy. Man, what a game. That's the second straight game where he's been the best player on the ice, and it hasn't even been close. His work on the game-winning goal was just unbelievable. I thought for sure that puck was going to be thrown out of the zone, and actually, before that, I looked at the players on the ice, and it's Vanek, Pominville, Roy, and Marc-Andre Grignani as the lone defenseman. I was like, oh man, I don't know if I like Grignani out there, but it all worked out for the best. 3 black holes. Where do you start? The third black hole, I think. And I thought the whole defense played bad. That really wasn't the case, actually. It was really only 2 players, and we'll get to them in a minute. But third black hole, I think we can give it to Luke Adam. You know, like I've been saying all year, rookie player, and I think we can be more than happy with his contribution so far. You know, down night, but that'll happen. Second black hole, Billy Leno. No goals, no assists, -2. I thought he did some good work, but do something, Billy. Do something. I'm glad I didn't win your autograph stick at the trivia contest, because I don't know that I would have wanted it. First black hole, obvious. Andre Sekera, -3. Looked awful. Tyler Myers, -3. Looked awful. A lot of people want to rag on Myers, but I think Sekera actually had a worse night. He had a couple passes that were just absolutely atrocious. Myers, and I'm going to touch on this over at BBG, but I think he'll be okay. It's easy to forget that he's really still a kid. He's got some growing to do. He's probably going to have some confidence issues, and that's what it looks like this year. I think that as he matures, age-wise, he'll mature as a player, and we won't see quite so many peaks and valleys. I think it'll be mostly peaks, and you know, it's tough to watch, but I don't think it's worrisome in the long run. See you guys on Friday. Probably not going to go to the game, but maybe.